Lounge TV. We're doing a chill and grill today. I'm Tom, Mom's behind the camera, Dad's taking a nap, I think.
Maybe.
So what we're going to be doing today, just to get down to the brass tacks of it, is we are going to be making some shrimp tacos.
Ooh.
This is going to be the thing that has a lot more prep than the actual cooking, and it's done in like a bunch of phases. So let's go over here, start with the ingredients. So first off, of course, shrimp tacos, you're going to need shrimp.
Okay.
We got a whole bunch of shrimp already deveined. We bought them that way. They were frozen. You can get them fresh if you want. I've heard that sometimes frozen is actually better because they're frozen immediately after catching, but that's up to you. If you want to get them fresh, that's entirely your prerogative. If you want to get them with a vein in it and do that yourself, also up to you.
Yep.
We did that way. You're going to want them completely deshelled. We've already got them deshelled, so they're good to go.
You certainly don't want to put shrimp with tails on them inside a taco.
Correct. Now, in addition, we've got pepper. We've got lemon. We've got...
Hold on. This is salt.
That's salt. I don't know the difference between that and the other one.
That's why I told you.
You show brother the actual salt container over here.
Oh.
Like, you look at this. Is this salt?
It's salt.
Commenters, is this salt? Can you tell this is salt just by looking at it? No.
It's got really big holes on the top. You don't use that for pepper.
Oh, look, it's got tiny holes. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
but that's not what was showing.
But you get my point.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Anyway, so we've got that. We've got a lemon. We've got, what is this, garlic?
Garlic powder?
Garlic powder. We've got smoked paprika. I already turned that around so I looked at that. We've got pepper.
There's the pepper. Yeah, there it is.
Mm-hmm. All right. Oregano. And I'm just gonna try and take a guess that this is also parsley? Dried parsley?
Yeah, that's parsley, dried parsley.
Right. And olive oil right here.
Right. And
skewers, but this is
a wooden skewers.
You don't eat the skewer.
No, but you do have to soak them ahead of time so they don't catch on fire when we grill the shrimp. So that's why they're out. Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. Now, phase 2 of this is going to be the sauce for the tacos, in which we've got sour cream, mayo, sriracha mayo, because you could just use straight up sriracha. We altered the recipe a little bit because we can't find any sriracha, so oops. So, but we've got sriracha mayo, so we at least have that. So we're just gonna adjust a little bit.
And we don't like things really spicy anyway, so.
Right. So we're gonna take a little bit of mayo out from what we know the recipe has and replace it with sriracha mayo, which is already diluted sriracha anyway. So
there you go.
It works. And a lime.
And a lime.
Yes. And phase 3 over here is going to be the slaw, for which we have red cabbage. We've got some fresh parsley, which, even though it has a little thing around it, if I'm not mistaken, this is from outside.
Yes, it's from our garden.
Okay, just want to check. Sugar? Yes. I don't see this container very often, so...
No, we don't use it often.
So that's why I was just like, wait a minute.
Plain old white sugar.
Yeah. Another lime. There's a lot of citrus in this.
Goes well with the shrimp.
Apple cider vinegar.
And it also includes, from this area, some mayo and some sour cream.
And some sour cream. Yeah, so that's why these are kind of off to the side. It's kind of the like
we're sharing a little bit there.
Yep. So with that, we'll get some of this stuff cleared away because the first thing that you're going to want to do is marinate the shrimp. We'll talk a bit more on that when we come back. We've got the shrimp set. We've got everything all measured out right here. So what we've got right here is we've got 3 tablespoons of olive oil. We've got 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And we've got a mixture of spices and such here, in which they are, the smallest amount is a half teaspoon, quarter teaspoon of black pepper, followed by a half teaspoon, okay, so half teaspoon of the smoked paprika, the garlic powder, and the salt, sugar. Salt, okay, I couldn't remember off the top of my head. And then we have 1 heaping helping of somebody driving loud down the road. So then we've also got a full teaspoon of oregano and parsley.
Correct.
So now we're just going to kind of toss them all right into here and get that marinade going. Yep. So just kind of dump it all on in there. We've got a spoon waiting and ready. We don't really need to mix it around till everything's in there. Now, one thing that you should know about this marinade is that you're supposed to marinate it for about no less than 15 minutes However, you can't let it marinate for much longer than 2 hours. Do you know why that is?
I know why that is. Do you know why that is?
I do know why that is, because the acids in the lemon juice will actually start cooking the shrimp on their own.
That's correct. And what do you end up with?
Pre-cooked uber lemony shrimp that aren't actually cooked.
Rubbery shrimp.
And they're rubbery.
Yeah.
I just want to get as even a coating as you can. Probably should have actually mixed the spices up before dumping them in.
You're doing a good job. But there's enough liquid in there to keep it moving.
Yep. Really want to evenly coat them. Because once they are evenly coated, we're just going to put some saran wrap on it, and then it will sit in the fridge. Like I said, no less than 15, no longer than 2 hours.
Seems like it's just about the right amount of time to make the slaw and the sauce.
Yep, which is why it's important to do this step first. Okay, I think that they're pretty well evenly coated, I would say.
I would say so. I would agree.
All right, just kind of evenly flatten that out. I'm just gonna get a paper towel to set this down on. And I already pre-cut the plastic wrap, and it is already folding in on itself.
You tried.
And I think I measured it correctly, so it's just enough.
Yeah, good job.
Just get that all covered. And now we will move on to the sauce. We'll do the sauce next. So I picked a bad day to clip my fingernails because I got lime juice all under them, so it burns a little bit.
Oh, you must clip them really far down. Okay, we don't want to talk about that now. Forget it.
Anyway, we're not going to talk about that. We're talking about making sauce.
Yes.
So what you want for that is you're going to want a 1/3 of a cup of sour cream. Got right here.
That's correct.
A 1/2 cup of mayonnaise.
Actually, reverse those.
1/2 cup of sour cream and 1/3 cup of mayo.
That is correct.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Anyway.
We did check that ahead of time and I was wrong.
We did. So right over here we got 2 tablespoons of lime juice, fresh squeezed. We've got somewhere between a 1/2 tablespoon and a full tablespoon of sriracha mayo. We added a little bit extra because, you know, a little extra kick.
But it's going to get diluted by all this other stuff. So.
Exactly. And a teaspoon of garlic powder. So with that, all you really have to do with that is just mix it all together, and then you got yourself
a sauce.
Sauce. It's just a matter of getting it all in there. I probably should have just dumped it in as I introduced it, but whatever. Doesn't
good point.
really matter.
Maybe next time.
Try and get as much out as you can, but don't worry about getting all of it because you're not going to get all of it. Just as much as you can. And the garlic just dumps in. So that one's at least easy. And now I just gotta mix it on together. Very nice taco sauce. Some sriracha, some lime. It's gonna go really good with that shrimp, I'd say.
I think so.
And it's not like you need to like go gung-ho on it. As you can see, it's already pretty much all mixed together.
That's about it, yeah.
Just enough of a kick that you can like sort of tell it's there, but not like overpoweringly spicy. Granted, if you want to make it overpowering spicy, then you know, you can add in like chili powder or whatever.
That's the nice thing about it. Just add whatever you want. Add more sriracha. Add, you know, like you said, chili powder.
You can doctor it up a little bit way if you want.
Sure.
However you want to make it spicy. If you want to make it spicier. If you want to make it more mild, you probably don't even have to use the sriracha.
Correct.
Because just the lime will probably wind up being enough. But we're doing a little bit of a kick, so there we go. All right, and now after this, we'll be moving on to the slaw. And now we're on to the slaw. So we already got a bunch of shredded cabbage in here. You're gonna want about 1/2 head of cabbage of about this size, so it'll look like about like that. That way halved.
That's a small cabbage.
It's a pretty small cabbage. It's not like you need a lot. Officially, you need approximately like 14 ounces, so a little less than a pound.
So if you're buying a bag, because you can always buy a bag instead of cutting it up yourself.
Yeah. But we decided to just get actual cabbage. So with that, you're then going to need a 1/4 cup of mayo. Let's just get all that in there. It's all gonna get mixed together anyway. So like I said, 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. 1/4 cup of sour cream. A lot of sour cream in this recipe.
Yep.
Get all that out. Try and have it equal to the mayo. Then we've got
it's about a 1/4 cup of chopped fresh parsley.
1/4 cup of that. Chopped fresh parsley. Luckily that's pretty easy to get out of there. I'm still gonna...
It's not what the recipe called for, but that's what we use.
Yeah. Because see, the recipe normally calls for cilantro. However, we think it tastes like dish soap. We're not using it.
No. We all have the gene.
So if you don't think cilantro tastes like the inside of your dishwasher, then by all means use cilantro.
Sure.
Or not.
Nope.
All right.
You can use Italian flat leaf parsley too in place of cilantro.
That too. It's at least better. Anyway, then we've got lime juice. It's about half a lime worth, which I would say is about a tablespoon.
Something like that.
Roughly.
You're the one that squeezed it. Think a teaspoon? Tablespoon?
I'm trying to remember like what it was that I measured the first time with the lime
The first
juice.
one was tablespoons.
Was it tablespoons? Okay, then this would be about 1 tablespoon of lime juice then, because it was about a tablespoon per half.
Okay.
It's going in anyway.
There it goes.
Yep. And we've got...
Sugar.
This is sugar, yes, I know that. I'm trying to remember, I think it's a full teaspoon?
You measured that.
No, it's 2 teaspoons. Sugar's 2 teaspoons.
Yep. You can use honey instead.
You could use honey instead.
But we decided to use sugar.
We want sugar. Sweetens up the slaw.
Stack them.
I'll have to stack them in a bit.
Okay.
Alright, now this, I believe, is half a teaspoon of salt.
Yes, you're correct.
Alright, so half a teaspoon of salt. Slap that on in there. And lastly, what I believe is a 1/4 teaspoon.
No. It's a full teaspoon.
It's a full teaspoon
Of
apple cider vinegar.
Yes.
I knew what it was. Yeah.
Perfect.
Throw that in there. Now this is going to be a little bit of mixing because it's a lot, or visually it's a lot. Try and just incorporate it all throughout. Gonna add a little bit of extra color to the shrimp.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, that is going to be the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
We've had that marinating for a little bit now, not more than 2 hours, so it's not going to be rubbery from the lemon acids. So that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Very purple.
And if you want your slaw a little drier, you can use more cabbage.
Yep, that you can. Or I guess technically less mayo and sour cream.
Well, that messes with the ratio of the entire dressing. So then if you
Yeah,
use
you
less,
got a point.
Then, because you might end up with too much vinegar taste or something like that.
Yeah. Alright, so that looks about incorporated enough. We'll just leave that
That
spatula
looks
right
good.
there.
Yep.
And next up, we're going to get to grilling that shrimp.
Ooh, fun.
But we're not grilling yet. First, we got to put it on the skewers. So, take your shrimp back out of the fridge. You want to mix it up a little bit, just kind of
redistribute the
marinade. That's a good word for it. You can see that some of it is kind of turning a little pale already.
Mm-hmm. Gee, is it cooking in the lime juice?
No, it's cooking in the lemon juice.
Oh, shoot. It's a little bit of shrimp ceviche.
Sure. So what you want to do is you want to take the skewer, you want to stab it.
Now,
through
again,
the
those
shrimp.
skewers were soaked probably for at least, I would say at least 30 minutes. Let me see how you did that.
Maybe about like
Perfect.
that.
And you see
You
how
want to kind of get it right
there's-
centered.
Yep, and there's space on either side. You don't want to pack it on there so far that you can't, that there's no space in between, because otherwise it won't cook evenly.
So we're going to be doing roughly 3 shrimp per skewer. So I almost stabbed myself in the finger. That's kind of the danger of skewering. Just kind of slide it on down.
How much of a handle are you leaving? How much of a handle?
That much?
You can slide it down a little further.
Yeah, I just didn't want it to go
I know.
entirely in.
But we wanted to get 3 shrimp on there, so
Yeah, that was good.
when
I
we don't want it
adjust.
to, we don't want it to fall off the end
I was gonna
while
adjust.
it's cooking. Okay, I should trust you, shouldn't I?
You should.
I'm sorry.
And there we go. We can kind of lower that and
Yeah.
okay, that's about evenly spaced. We can kind of move You can adjust before it actually goes on the thing, but there you go.
Perfect.
So you got 3 shrimp on that. You just want to stick that right back like that and try to get it so it's not going to wind up dripping, and then you can just keep skewering shrimp until you finally get all of them done. We've got a total of 24 shrimp that we're doing. It's because that's how many we decided to do, because it was easier than trying to suss it out for like half a pound, I think it was supposed to be.
Pound.
Full pound?
Yeah.
Well, case in point.
Well, we decided we wanted 3 shrimp per taco.
Right. Because we're using, I think there's 6-inch tortillas.
Yeah,
so...
they're the little ones. So they might be kind of packed with shrimp, but that's okay.
Yep. And the next you see, we shall be out at the grill.
All right. Back soon.
Shrimp. All right, so it seems that the shrimp are trying to get revenge and making it rain on us, but we're still grilling. So you're gonna take your skewers, they've got 3 shrimp a pop, and you're just gonna lay it right on the front of the grill. Kind of just try and lay it out so it's not falling into the grill, because that would be bad.
So the front of our grill is the hottest part of our grill?
That it is. Which is good, because that lets us cook the shrimp a little bit easier, in a way.
And make sure the shrimp all lay flat.
If you want them all to lay flat, you don't want them to be weird about it. We've got 8 skewers, and more than enough room for all of them, provided I don't space them out too much. I notice that some of the shrimp are trying to rotate. It doesn't matter if they're like facing backwards or not. And how do we have an extra shrimp?
How do we have an extra shrimp?
How do we have an extra shrimp? Why does it? Okay.
A good question.
Well, we've got an extra shrimp now. So
there he is. I'm gonna toss him on the grill too.
That we are. All right. So first of all, I gotta
make a little space.
A little space. We're going this way.
I think that's enough space.
Yeah. There we go. All right. Now, what do you think we should do with the spare shrimp?
We're gonna put him on the grill using the tongs.
All right. Well, I'll hold the bowl, and if you can get that.
There you go.
There we go.
All by himself.
Yep. And now shrimp tends to cook pretty quickly.
Yep. 2 to 3 minutes per side, depending on the heat level.
Yep. Which let me just take a look at the time, so I have a decent idea.
And that can be adjusted, you know, based on what you see with the shrimp. If they look like they're burning.
Keep your eye on it. And...
Exactly. I'm just adjusting this one a little bit because it's sticking down. Never mind. It's
There's really nothing. That's why I kind of have it like propped up on the side there.
Okay.
Now you might have noticed, and you might be wondering, like, why are the tortillas out here?
Oh look, tortillas.
Because after we're done with the shrimp, we're going to put them on the back of the grill where it's less hot, and just warm them up there. Mm-hmm. Easy enough.
Yep. Should we get an umbrella?
I feel like we should.
Okay.
So I'm going to wash my hands and grab an umbrella, and I'll be right back out, and then we can continue cooking the shrimp.
We don't want the camera to get wet.
No, we don't. Come rain or shine, we'll still be grilling. So, shrimp is ready to flip. I've got another safe glove on because these skewers are going to be a little hot. And you just want to pick them up and, oh, look at that. That one actually looks like it needs a bit more time.
Yeah, it does.
So I guess that the heat must like kind of end like here.
Yeah, maybe. We're probably going to find that all the way across.
Yeah.
But the ones on the further end are definitely done. So we're just going to have to take 2 of the shrimp off and put that third one back on the grill. Because we certainly don't want to cook undercooked shrimp or overcooked shrimp.
Nope. Although one is significantly worse than the other.
We've got all 3 happening.
The top
on that
shrimp.
skewer. The one on the top is absolutely perfect.
Yep.
And grab those tongs and flip the guy in the back.
Don't need that. There we go.
All right.
And now to the other 2 to 3, and then we'll adjust as necessary to cook the rest of the shrimp, because it can never be easy.
Of course not.
This is the part where it gets a little complicated. So we got our plate here because some of the shrimp are getting done. Like the back shrimp. See that? That is a well done shrimp.
It's a perfectly done shrimp.
Perfectly done. That's a better way to put it. So now, the part where it's going to get a little strange because I have to...
Unfortunately, our skewers didn't cook evenly.
Yeah. Which is more fault of the grill than the skewers themselves. So...
Yeah, that'll work.
Adjust that. And put it right back on.
I think that'll be perfect.
Yep. I suppose it would actually make more sense to just take all the good shrimp off first. Because we don't need to keep them on the skewer, we just need to move them, which is a lot easier said than done.
All right, and we're gonna keep doing that, right?
Who grills out in the rain?
Uncle Larry jump scare.
All right, and we'll be back to show the rest.
That we will. So shrimp are done, all off the skewers now. So now it's time for the final step. Everything we've done so far gets assembled. So we take our toasted tortilla.
Nice grill marks on there.
Yep. Take your sauce that you made earlier. Get a
And you know what the
decent
nice
glob
thing
of
is
that.
about tacos, Tom?
What's that?
Is you can put so many different things on them. You can put avocado, tomato, onion. You know, we didn't put any of that on because we didn't want to, but you have there's
certainly
such a
can.
variety that you could put on there.
Yep. So we'll take your sauce, just smear a big old helping on it. I might have put a little too much, but that's fine.
Maybe. And we
Like a
figured
pan.
3 shrimp per taco.
Yep, 3 shrimp per taco. So 1, then 2, and 3. I just picked 3 of them that were right there. That's fine. We're gonna use just the same tongs, because why not? Get a helping of that that slaw. Just kind of put it on there. A little bit more. And boom.
That's it.
It's not folded up, but there you go.
We have shrimp tacos the way the Abraham family likes it.
Yep. So just now all you gotta do, since it's just a taco, you just gotta fold it on up. And then we take a bite.
I hear the crunch.
So I definitely put a little too much mayo on mine. Because I taste a lot of mayo. However, underneath of all that, there's this shrimp. The shrimp tastes fantastic. Still enough slaw in that bite. It was pretty good. Can definitely feel the sriracha because that was a big glob of sauce. But it's pretty dang good, and I can't wait to eat the rest of it. Give me a second. Really, I shouldn't be talking with my mouth full.
No.
Highly recommend this recipe. It's a little bit of prep, but really the cook time is really low
Yep.
because shrimp doesn't take very long to cook at all.
There's a lot of things you can make ahead and then do the shrimp at the last minute.
Right. You can make like the slaw and the sauce like the day before if you want. Just not the marinade. Remember, don't marinate the shrimp for too long.
Well, you can make the marinade, just can't put
You
it on the
can.
shrimp.
Right. So I'm gonna get myself the rest of my tacos and, you know, let Mom be able to get hers as well.
Oh, thanks.
So until next time, grab yourself something cold to drink, pre-feel and relax, and I'll meet you at the lounge.
Where's my tacos?
You'll get them in a second!